Welcome, Capricorn, to 22 Tarot. This is your June reading. I am new here, so please be kind. I do want to say a couple things. One, I don't pick the cards, I let them fall out, so I might shuffle for a little bit until they come out. And I don't pick the theme, so whatever wants to come up comes up. Um, the other thing that I want to say is that I'm going to pick three messages for blessings that are coming in for you. And then we're going to go into four cards for messages for the month. And then we're going to clarify those four cards. I've already shuffled the cards, so I'm just going to go ahead and get started. Messages for Capricorn, blessings for Capricorn for June. Three cards, please. Thank you. Messages for Capricorn for June. Thank you. Messages for Capricorn for June. Any messages for Capricorn for June? One more card. Here. One more. One more card for Capricorn for June. That one flew out. Okay. At the end, I'll give you a little more in depth. Sorry, I said fix that. It's just so Lindsay. I don't know why. At the end, I'm going to give you a more in-depth message on these blessings. But the first card you got was card number 1. It's a blessing of the earth. It's about being grounded. But being an earth sign, right? That's an important message. Definitely connected to you. It says a blessing to lift sadness. That is number 30. So you have number 1, number 30. And your last message is number 44, a blessing on a homecoming. Beautiful card. So number 44, number 30, and number 1. Okay. The deck that I'm going to be using is a Brazilian deck, and so the interpretation is a little bit different than what you might be used to, but it's definitely a beautiful, beautiful deck. So, 4 messages. Messages for Capricorn, please. 4 cards. Messages for Capricorn for June. Messages for Capricorn for June. Thank you. 2 more cards, please, Spirit. 2 more cards. Thank you. 1 more. Thank you. Okay. All right. Definitely this one and that one. At the bottom of the deck, you have the 7 of Pentacles, something that you have been working on. You're starting to see the fruits of your labor. In this particular deck, it's a beautiful scene of a flower growing in the middle of the woods. There's a balance between red and white. There's a balance between um, the branches, and they're scattered. So basically, they're working on this beautiful grounding pentacle energy, and that seems to be what the theme is for the month. 7 of Pentacles, again, is just looking back at all the work you've done and seeing how far you've come with building whatever it is that you're trying to build. So the first card you have is the 5 of Swords. Normally, the 5 of Swords on a regular deck is sort of like a backstabbing sword, but this one is more of like a caution. If you look, I don't know if you can see it. I'm so sorry about the shaking, but there's 4 swords around some fruit. There's clearly other ways, right, into this area. Um, but the person is very cautious on approaching the food, even though there's a knife that's a sword that's down. Um, Definitely getting some sort of just cautious. You're just very cautious this month. You also have the Queen of Pentacles. This is Capricorn energy, whether it's masculine or feminine, it's still Capricorn energy. Um, the Queen of Pentacles is very secure in herself. She's very confident. She's very nurturing. She's very grounded in her giving nature. She also knows her worth, and she has definitely worked very hard to get to where she is. And she celebrates herself, because she knows her value and her worth. You also have the Judgment card. which comes out when there is something that needs to be balanced out. The universe steps in to make sure it is balanced. Judgment, whether it's good karma or bad karma, comes to us all. And so in June, you'll be seeing some sort of culmination of something, right? And the last card you have is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is the messenger of truth. And in this deck, he is going to slay the dragon with the sword of truth. So there's some truth that will be coming out, that you will be handing out, to be honest, um, to someone or something. About, I don't know about what. Let's find out. Very interesting because the energy is not very cohesive. So, I mean, if I had to put everything together, it's about being very cautious because you know your worth. You know that things are going to turn around in your favor and that eventually the universe has your back, right? And so you're ready whenever the universe tells you to go, you're going to go. That's what I'm getting. So let's clarify the Five Swords. Please clarify the Five Swords, Spirit. Thank you. Clarify that. Five of Swords, please. One more card. One more card. Whoop, whoop. We got too many. But I'm going to take these two because these are the ones that popped up the most. All right. So we have the Devil, which is your card, Capricorn. Wow. We have the King of Wands. We have the Six of Cups and the Tower. So definitely you represented in the Devil card. You're showing up in your own reading. This is you. And this is you. This is either receiving um, something that is owed to you, but what I'm really seeing is you and your inner child and something that came up that basically flipped your world upside down, that made you have to look at this, the energy of the King of Wands, which is all about a leader who is very passionate about what they do. Um, I think there's some toxic tendencies from your past that cause some what's the word I'm looking for? Some self-sabotage that this Five of Swords is sort of making you realize that maybe you created this situation somehow because of some past trauma or incidents that you've gone through. That's what I'm getting. So we're going into the month with you sort of taking a step back, realizing some toxic traits that might sabotage your, and it's all about leadership. The King of Wands is a very straightforward leader. They're very passionate. They're very creative. They're very charismatic. They're definitely not the boring leader. They're very engaged and involved. And so I think maybe this has to do with you being that's the type of leader you would like to be, or looking at yourself as a leader. Maybe that's what it is. Okay. All right. Queen of Pentacles. Let's clarify that. Clarify Queen of Pentacles, please. Thank you. Got one card. The Emperor. Yes. Speaking of bosses, one more card, please. Can we clarify the Queen of Pentacles? One more card. One more card. Thank you. All right. We've got the Hanged Man and the Emperor. These two energies could not be farther apart. Um, the Queen of Pentacles is about nurturing. She's also a leader, but she's a very empathetic leader. Um, the Emperor is the boss. So the Hangman is about you not taking action to be in the energy of the Queen of Pentacles, of the Emperor, of knowing your worth and knowing your position and knowing what your value is. I think that is the cautiousness that you start off the month with is about you looking into your own tendencies to sort of self-sabotage when it's time for you to boss up and value yourself. And you sort of um, sacrifice, right? Which you shouldn't. The universe really wants you to surrender to the fact that you are the Queen of Pentacles, to the fact that you are the Emperor, um, that you can own your authority and own your value and know who you are and make it known to everyone else that you know your value. Let's go ahead and clarify judgment. Thank you. Wow. Judgment is clarified by judgment and the Page of Cups. Wow. Okay, it's starting to become clear here. Judgment is clarified by judgment, which means it's double the message. It's a very important message. You're going to come to the realization that the universe does have your back and that you are going to be offered something very special, something that you deserve. And you deserve it because judgment, the universe has called judgment on all the good things that you have done. And the biggest thing that it wants you to do is to surrender to your energy, to heal those toxic wounds that cause you to self-sabotage. Um, in matters of leadership, in matters of accepting, sitting on your throne and knowing your worth, in matters of, yeah, accepting the love that's being offered to you. There is going to be a surprise offer that's coming because you have earned it and you deserve it. And again, judgment was clarified by judgment. So it means, yes, this is definitely destined by the universe. They have um, worked behind the scenes and made sure that this what's coming to you is yours, and because you deserve it. Okay. Now let's clarify the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords. Thank you. Wow. Speaking of which, yes. Oh my goodness. Yeah, exactly what I said. This Knight of Swords is about slaying with the truth. Slaying that dragon back there, slaying your demons, which we talked about in the beginning of the reading. Slaying your demons with the truth. And the truth is that what's coming to you is ultimate abundance and fulfillment. They're both cups. You've got the Ten of Cups and the Ace of Cups. You cannot make a better, you know, pair of cards here for pure happiness and abundance and joy. There is absolute fulfillment coming to you. If you look at this Ace of Cups, there is abundance flowing out of this cup in every single direction. Everything from work to home to family to health, everything is coming in your favor. The universe will hand this to you. The hand of God, Spirit, whatever you believe in, is handing you this offer of ultimate happiness, contentment, full 10 cups of fulfillment and joy. And it is a special offer that's coming to you because you have slayed and been honest with yourself. You've slayed those dragons. The sword of truth has come, right? Because judgment has been called on your behalf twice here. Whoever is against you cannot stay against you, and whatever's been sort of holding you back will be released and relieved, and you will accept this offer as you should. This offer that's coming to you, because whatever offer it is, it's coming because it's it's a true offer. It's destiny, it's judgment, and it is ultimate fulfillment. And really, you can't get any better than that. Okay? You really, really can't. Let's go into your blessings, which, I mean, more blessings? Yes, more blessings. Blessing of the earth. That for you, that's card number 1. A blessing for connection with the land, for strong bodies and bones, for blood that flows bright red with energy, for grain to harvest, and good food upon your table. It means you're not going to go without. You're not going to go without. What you have planted, you will harvest. That's the blessing, one of them. The other blessing is a blessing to lift sadness, number 30. So maybe that's that inner healing that you had to do. A blessing to lift the sadness that cloaks you, yet retain the wisdom and the lesson it has come to teach you. So, yes, you learn the lessons, let go of the lessons. Lessons are, in this case, the blessing, right, of relieving that sadness because you're going to get all this abundance that's coming to you, all this happiness and fulfillment that is coming your way. So, yes, you're going to get a blessing on lifting the sadness because you're going to go and tackle those demons that have you realized that you need to tackle. And the last one is 44, blessing on a homecoming. If you see any of those numbers throughout the month, just know it's Spirit's way of telling you that the message, right, was sent and that they're with you. A blessing for a person who is returning home after a time of far from their family, friends, customs, and communities. So it is a sense of feeling like home. In June, you're going to get a blessing of feeling like you belong, right? Because yeah, I mean, again, the Ten of Cups and the Ace of Cups, this is pure joy. This is home. This card is home. Um, so, yeah, you're getting a blessing on the home, a blessing to lift this sadness and whatever demons have been plaguing you, and a blessing on fruitful abundance. So, Capricorn, that is what I have for you for the month of June. Thank you so much for coming by. If you liked it, please hit the like button. And if you feel inclined to share, thank you so much. Until the next time.